Hello, Whity.
Hi.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Is there anything more Burmese than a tea house?
Pagodas are probably more Burmese, but tea houses are definitely a big part of everyday's life here in Yangon. And today I want to show you one traditional tea house and one best tea house in Yangon that most people suggested on internet.
Next, Whity took me to 48th Street. Here she showed me a traditional Burmese tea house. You can find this sort of tea house all over Yangon. It is a favorite hangout for men who can often spend hours here chatting with their mates. Whitey asked one of the gentlemen how many times he visits the tea house every week.
Oh, he comes 5 times a week.
Next, she asked him why he keeps coming back.
So he comes here quite often because here it has like lots of traditional Burmese snacks, and also he can have a chit chat with his friends. So that's the thing that attracts him to come here often.
Then she asked how long he normally stays at the tea house.
About 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Finally, she asked what he likes most about the Burmese tea house.
Because he likes tea, very simple. Today's video is sponsored by Myanmar Flight Ticket. If you are in Myanmar and having a hard time to buy a flight ticket, an email can solve your problem. Just send an email to us with your information and you will get your e-ticket. If you want more than a flight ticket, you can also get bus tickets and other services like hotels, car rentals, and even travel insurance. So our website address is mentioned in the description, and also the discount promo code for your item.
Whitey also interviewed a lady who came to the tea house.
Her name is Dr. Zinshuiwa, and
She asked her how often she comes to the tea house.
At least 4 times a week because this tea shop is very close to her house.
She then asked why she comes back to this tea house.
Because the tea here is very delicious, and also the food here are quite good. That's why she always come here.
Whitey then asked how long time she spends at the tea house.
10 or 15 minutes.
Finally, Whitey asked what the lady likes most about Burmese tea houses.
She said tea house culture in Burma is quite good because drinking tea in the morning is quite refreshing, and also eating mohinga and fried rice here is also fill up the energy for you in the morning. So she thinks it's very good. So the best thing about tea houses in Myanmar is that you get tea as complimentary at every tea houses. Right now I am inside of the Shui's traditional tea house. So as you can see, I have tea and mohinga, which are the most traditional food that I can order here. Alright, so first I will try the mohinga first. I could say the soup is kind of a little bit thick. Yeah, and I can also smell the strong fish taste, and also the banana stem, but it said that there is no banana stem in here, but still I can smell it.
This one tastes a little bit sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Mohinga can taste very different in different places, can't it? How do you like the taste of this one?
I feel like this is kind of a bit sweet, so it's not really my taste, but still I like this because the soup is kind of thick. That's the best thing I like about this Mohinga. Normally, Mohinga is quite a bit spicy, but this one doesn't have spicy at all. But don't worry, you can spice it up by yourself. Here, they give chili as complimentary, so that you can add a bit and mix it well. Now it's a bit spicy. So another thing that you should try when you're at the tea house is Burmese tea. So I'm gonna have a taste. It's not very sweet. Yeah, it has very strong taste of tea, and it's a little bit bitter. But I like the bitter. It smells so good, and it's not very sweet. It's like my taste.
We then left 48th Street and went to Pansudan Street. This is one of the most scenic streets in Yangon, as it has retained many grand buildings from the colonial era. The red brick building used to be the High Court of Yangon. The big white building is called Randor House. It was built in 1932 by Indian traders. These girls are nuns doing their morning alms round. The light brown building is the Sofair building. It was built in 1906 by Isaac Sofair. Isaac Sofair was a Jewish trader from Baghdad. Except for the government buildings, most colonial buildings in Yangon were not actually built by the British. They were built by wealthy people from other colonies in the British Empire. This is the outside of what is often rated as the best tea house in Yangon. Rangoon Tea House was founded by the young Burmese entrepreneur Tet Miet O. His idea was to serve traditional Burmese tea house fare with the best ingredients in a heritage building. Rangoon Tea House is popular with both tourists and locals alike. It has become popular not just as a tea house in the morning, but also as a restaurant serving excellent Burmese food in a great atmosphere. Naturally, prices at Rangoon Tea House are substantially higher than other traditional tea houses. So we are now inside Rangoon Tea House.
Yes, we are. So the first thing you get as a complimentary when you're at the tea house is this tea. This is complimentary. You get this kind of tea at every tea houses.
And then of course the real tea you have to order from this. They have like a nice infographic, don't they, to show you what kind of different tea, because it can be quite confusing.
Yeah,
there's different varieties.
That is one of the most interesting things in this shop is you get to choose your tea according to your taste. Start from bitter to sweet, and yeah, you can choose according to your taste. You can just have a look at the pictures, and yeah.
So you have different degrees of sweetness,
Yes.
and strength, how strong the tea is,
Yeah.
and milkiness.
Yes.
How much milk is included?
So here there are two different kind of milk, condensed milk and evaporated milk. So you can choose like how much amount of milk do you want to put
Oh,
in,
yeah.
like this.
Condensed milk, that's the very sweet one, isn't it? That's like got a very sweet taste. So if you have that, then you'll have a very sweet tea.
Yes. So I think
They also
I'll-
have very different Burmese names. I can see. What do those names mean? Do they mean anything, or is that just like traditional names?
it has meaning. Like for example, chobo mean like it has how do I say that? It has lower sweetness, and yeah, and then here geisho means this is the most bitter tea. Means it is the end of the tea. Yeah, black tea.
Black tea. Which one do you prefer?
I think I'll go with the chobo. This one. It's not very sweet or not very strong. So if you want to experience the culture of authentic tea house in Yangon, the best food you should have with your tea is Mohinga. And Mohinga here is quite famous, but of course it's a little bit more expensive because it has rich ingredients. It includes like a lot of ingredients. So yeah, I think I want to try Mohinga here. So here it has start from small size to large size. It varies the price according to the ingredients. So I think I will go with the small one. Alright, so my orders have arrived. So first here I have tea and Mohinga. So I want to try tea first. Smells so nice. This is exactly my taste because it's not very like sweet and not very bitter, but still I can smell the taste of tea, and yeah, it's not very sweet. It's very nice. So shall we try Mohinga?
Have you put the chili in already or not yet?
I haven't put any chili yet. I'll put some. The soup is like thicker than the other shops that I have ever tried. I feel like it has more fish in it. And also the taste is quite strong. Yeah.
You like it?
I like it very much.
Yeah, it's my favorite Mohinga, but you know more about Mohinga than me, so I wanted to hear what you said. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think this is like a very thick soup with lots of fish in it, so probably the best Mohinga I've ever tried.
Before we started this video, you said you like thin Mohinga. Do you think this is thin, or do you think
I
this
mean
is thick?
thin noodle. I like Mohinga with thin noodle.
Thin noodle, yeah. Because the soup is quite thick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fairly thick.
So if you like this video, you might probably like this video